come to a nice easy seat on our mat and get ready for practice. So coming to the breath. Kind of letting go of any thoughts that are in your mind. Just coming to this moment. Making connection to the breath. Noticing the thoughts that are coming into your mind. Notice them with awareness and without judgment. And let's start to sway just a little bit from side to side. And then make this a little bit bigger. Seated dancing lion. Just kind of sit down and move the body. Notice the breath. Moving this to cat-cow, sit up tall, and then exhale, round and curl. Doing that a few more times. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, round and curl. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and then take a twist to the right. Look up over that back shoulder, sit up tall. Reach up again. And twist to the left. Sit up tall. And back to center. And then let's take our feet straight out. Seated forward fold, so nice easy seat. Sit up, maybe move some flesh out from underneath you. You might want to use a pillow here. Curl your toes in. I'm going to grab my pillow. And that's just gentle opening in the back body. Maybe falling forward a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then inhale, reach to the sky again. Slowly lower down to your back. We're going to do a little bit of a yin practice this morning. So nice gentle practice. Turning this into tree pose recline. Bringing the right foot up into the inner thigh on the left leg as you lay down in reclined tree. Once again, noticing the breath, perhaps adding a mantra to the inhale and the exhale. Could be something as simple as just the words inhale and exhale. or could be anything that you choose. If for any reason this knee is opening too much, you can drop a pillow or a block underneath that right knee. Allowing the hips to gently melt open. Hands can be on your belly or on the earth, and we come back to the breath. And then go ahead and take a big, big, big stretch. And then the other side, tree. Again, if you use the pillow, you might want to take that over to the other side. So now we have the left foot into the inner thigh on the right. Tree pose, reclining. And then another big, 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 big stretch. Come back up to seated. Seated forward fold, bent knees, so seated bound angle. Feet together, knees apart. Another hip opener. And breathe. And now let's take these legs out to straddle. Again, pillow optional. Curl the toes in, lots of space. If it's too much, you bring the legs closer together, and if it's not enough, wire apart. Again, move some flesh out and find a nice forward fold. Continue to breathe into that space, noticing what's coming up for you physically, emotionally, and letting it go. Let's inhale and bring the legs together, hug it in. Egg pose. Maybe lift the feet up off the ground for a moment and just kind of balance right here. And then we'll cross over to tabletop, so nice and easy, just coming to hands and knees. Tuck your toes behind you, cat-cow a few times. Inhale, let the belly drop, chest reaches to sky. Exhale, round and curl. And again, inhale. And exhale. few more times. Inhale. And exhale. And then turning this into your first downward facing dog. So go ahead and take hands to ground and lift up. Keep the knees bent for turbo facing dog. Shake your head yes a little bit, and then go ahead and paddle out your feet. Maybe coming up on all 10 tiptoes. So go ahead and paddle your feet out. In this downward facing dog. And walk your hands back to your feet. And roll up gently and slowly to stand. And maybe take a back bend. And hands back into heart center. Right knee to chest. And send the foot out. Step down and forward fold over that leg. Again, using a blocker pillow here. Bending the front knee feels more appropriate. Step the back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale and reach to the sky. Another little back bend. And hands into heart center. Left knee to chest. Send it out. Balance. Step forward and fold forward. Head to knee pose. Step your feet together, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway, look out. Exhale, fold. And then let's walk back to either plank or tabletop and lower down Vinyasa. Upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches for the sky, we open hip on hip. Lift up and elevate. Exhale and inhale, bringing that leg open and closed. Knee comes to nose, plank, step through, low lunge. Left hand down, right hand up for twist. Make some circles with your arms. Remember, this is a slow stretch on Saturday morning, so if you want to level this up a little bit, you can add any postures that you like into this, or you can add push-ups or extra postures, whatever you need to do. Let's take both hands down, wide stance, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold it again. Option here for an inversion, or maybe taking some side lunges. Going back to the front of your mat, stepping back to plank or tabletop, optional push-ups or vinyasa, downward facing dog. This time the left leg comes up to the sky and we open hip on hip and make some movement. Bring knee to nose, step through, low lunge, right hand down, left hand up, twist. And then maybe take some big circles here. Both hands come down, wide stance fold. This time maybe you take a hammock pose, walking the hands out or maybe walking the hands back. Maybe taking a little squat or side runner's lunge again, or maybe another inversion or the first one if you haven't taken one yet. And let's turn back around to the front of your mat, step back to plank, and lower down, upward facing dog or cobra, and this time child's pose rest. Another option here for inversion if you'd like, or just enjoy child's pose, knees closed or knees apart. Coming back to downward facing dog, right leg reaches for the sky. Go ahead and step through low lunge. This time let's spin open cartwheel the hands to warrior two. Pump warrior once. For triangle pose, I like a block or a pillow here. Maybe step the back foot a little bit closer, finding this triangle pose. Back hand can come to sky or on your hip. And then let's exalt, reach up and back. Cartwheel the hands down again. And turn the back foot forward. Block or pillow to the left side of the right foot. Left hand down, right hand up for revolve triangle. Notice where the breath is. And both hands down, step back foot up to meet the front foot, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise. This time hands behind your head for a back bend. Beautiful. And now hands back to heart center, coming to gratitude. Staying here in this moment, allowing gratitude to bubble up. Think about some things in your life you're grateful for, the big things and the little things. And coming to tree pose, standing tree this time. We did it reclined. Right knee comes up. Option to put the foot inside the inner thigh, above or below the knee. Option to hold on if you need to. Option to move the hands around, challenging the balance. And any other variation that you like of tree pose, Vrikshasana. Let's count this for 10, 9, 8, 7, We step down when you're ready and find some circles in the hips. Maybe some figure eights. And then the left side tree, Vrikshasana. Beautiful balance, yogis. And we release, mountain pose. Taking some big, slow, long breaths, feeling grounded and centered here in the moment. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward to the earth. Lengthen, look out, walk back plank, side plank, right hand to center, right knee down if you want a little less, everything up if you want a little more, side plank, Vashisthasana. Hand reaches to sky or reaches up and over. You're either on the knee or you're not. And we breathe into that space. Beautiful. Coming back to center, tabletop, cat-cow a few times, or maybe you want to do some push-ups here. That's a choice, depending on where you want to be today. Heading towards left side plank, either knee down or not. Left hand down, option to keep the knee down or up. Come back to tabletop again, or plank, press back, downward facing dog, optional vinyasa, or just walk back to the back of your mat, optional vinyasa, or just walk hands back. Left leg reaches up, step through, cartwheel open, warrior two on the left side. Hump warrior one time, and now triangle pose. Maybe you step the back foot in one step. Exalt your triangle, reach back. And then cartwheel the hands down, step the back foot a little bit closer, move the block inside the left foot for revolving triangle, right hand down, left hand up. Hands come back down, we step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, reach to the sky with another back bend. And then hands back in, heart center. Another balancing posture, eagle pose. Right knee up. Cross it over. Either tap the foot to the earth or a block, or wrap the foot around. Hands can stay here right in heart center, or arms can come open right under left, eagle arms. I'm going to leave mine at heart center. And sink down a little bit lower and point the knees and the hips forward. Eagle posture. From eagle, we're going to take eagle warrior. So we're just going to unwind that right leg, kick it back. Arms can stay in eagle wrap or hands can stay at heart center. Beautiful. For 5, 4, breathe. And let's rewrap that leg. Yes, you can. And if you can't, that's okay. Beautiful. When you release, the hands come behind you and we clasp and then forward fold over those legs. So go ahead and take that forward fold. And then come back up to standing, slow and steady, mountain pose. Left side eagle. Hands come to heart or anywhere that's comfortable. Wrap the leg, either tap or double wrap. Sink a little lower. If you're taking the eagle wrap arms, it's right under left or the opposite of what you just did. And then we'll gently unwrap to eagle warrior. Leave the arms wrapped if you can. I'm not because I got my vaccine and my arm is sore. Breathe. And rewrap. If you fall over, that's okay, yogis. We're not supposed to be perfect. Thank God we're not supposed to be perfect. Because it's too hard to be perfect. And we're not supposed to be. Beautiful. When we unwind this, again, hands come behind for a forward fold over those legs. After you come into the forward fold, maybe you drop into a low squat if you can. Try to get onto your heels. If you practice crow pose here, you can practice your crow pose. If not, you can just stay here in the squat. Or you can come to your seat and find down angle pose. If you're in the crow, maybe you want to take crow to headstand or jump back. And then we're going to meet here in seated bound angle. We've done here before. This time opening your feet like the pages of a book. Maybe giving yourself a little foot massage here. Right in the arches with your thumbs. And then drawing the knees close together, egg pose again. Let's lower down all the way to our back. Keep the knees bent, feet to the earth, hip distance apart. So lower down. Let's take some crunches here, just nice and easy, maybe like 10 or 15. And then a back bend of your choice, either bridge pose, wheel pose, or supported bridge. I'm going to do a supported bridge. But maybe you come up for full wheel now, back bend, or maybe you come up for bridge pose. And let's, after that last back bend, go ahead and take your knees from right to left, windshield wiper the knees from back and forth. Legs up the wall, literally or not, so maybe you want to move up to the wall, but if not, you can just take the legs straight up. And then take the hands, slide them underneath your bottom on the floor, and then let's do some lower abs. So straight up and down, maybe 15 or 20, straight up without too much momentum. 1, 2, and hug it in. Happy baby or straddle. And then a big good morning stretch. Throw your right knee into your chest when releasing posture. And then take it across for spinal twist. Looking to the right, knee off to the left. If you want to add a little bit of oblique work here, you can take a few crunches here. If not, just enjoy the spinal twist. And then bring the knees back into the chest. Maybe make some circles on the ground or take another happy baby or straddle, whatever works for you. Extending the right leg out, drawing the left knee in. When releasing posture, pull it in nice and tight in that left knee. Notice the breath and then go ahead and take this off to the right. Look to the left, spinal twist. Adding more oblique crunches here if you like. If not, just enjoy that space. And then when you're ready, roll out onto your back, hands either on your belly or on the earth. And come back to the breath. Maybe the hands ground onto the earth. Maybe they stay on your belly. Finishing today's class with a guided visualization. So I invite you to stay reclining on your back or rolled onto one side or the other. As I take you on a meditative journey into your mind's eye. So, finding the most peaceful, calm, comfortable place you can be on your back or on your side, noticing how it feels to be, just to be right here in the moment, noticing the breath. And as you breathe and settle in here, imagining a path in front of you. Notice what kind of material the path is. Maybe it's sand or mulch or grass or dirt or mud. Maybe it's snow. Noticing your feet as you take the steps on the path. Taking those big deep breaths in and out, noticing now the temperature on your skin and the time of day it is, whether it's morning, late afternoon, or perhaps evening. As you continue to slowly walk down this path, now beginning to notice some other things. If there are trees or mountains, noticing the sky, there are flowers or animals. Noticing all the surroundings around you. And every inhale and every exhale brings you closer and closer to this feeling of complete peace. where there's no beginning and no end, no past and no future. Just you walking down this path in the most beautiful, peaceful, comfortable place you can imagine. If there's anything you'd like to bring into the place to make it more comfortable, please do that. And if there's anything you'd like to take away, please do that too. As you walk up the path, you notice there's something to sit on. And so you decide to take a seat. Notice what that is that you've sat on. Is it a piece of driftwood, a log, a bench, a couch? Is it just a soft piece of grass or a blanket? And you take a seat on this and just enjoy the surroundings that you're in. Enjoying the moment that you're in. And noticing the breath as you notice the wind. And so we just stay here in the moment with our breath, in this beautiful, comfortable place that you've created in your mind's eye. Inviting you just to be here in the moment. If thoughts come in, allow them to come, but notice what they are without judgment and then let them go. Not holding on to any one thought. But noticing the breath and the quality of the breath coming into the body and out. Yogis, I'm going to read you today's reading. It's about visions. Visions are different from dreams. A vision is a picture that comes from the soul and comes out through the heart. A vision is a small glimpse of light that shines and shows us our path. It is a quick flash of something that hasn't happened yet. It may tell us something about today, 10 years from now, or even beyond. Visions occur when our souls look at the map of our lives and get a sense of where we're going and tell our hearts how to find that place. The more conscious and clear and direct we are, the more we can tune into and help create the highest visions for our lives. What do you really want? What would feel right? What do you see yourself doing? Be very clear and very concise, and then let it go. Sometimes, when we run out of dreams, we have to rely on our visions, these small glimpses of light, to lead the way. So yogis, learn to see the visions in your heart and learn to trust them. Learn to help to create them, allowing them to manifest themselves. And so when the path may get dark, learn to be comfortable with these small bursts of light and allow your visions to guide your way home. And so, yogis, I invite you to stay just for as long as you'd like here in this posture of rest and thanksgiving and gratitude, peace and calm, knowing you can get here whenever you need to, just by simply settling in and coming to the breath. I'm going to end class, but that doesn't mean you need to get up or even do anything. Until our paths cross again, I wish you peace and love and light. Namaste.